Hi, people of God. If you can see me, God bless you. Let's talk about the truth about the bridge theory. Look at it emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. Why bridges feel so painful and the dangers in refusing the bridge. Let's look into it. Let's start off with what is the bridge theory? It is the idea that relationships, people, places, jobs, seasons, things, experiences are not your final destination, but they are the bridge to where God is taking you. Emotionally, the truth is, one of the hardest things for people to comprehend is that something, someone, whatever the case may be, was meant to be a bridge and not a permanent home. The human becomes very attached to what's familiar. Even when a season is painful, it can feel familiar. That's why some things can be good for a season, but they're not meant forever. Many emotional wounds people have is trying to build a home on a bridge. The bridge was destined to carry you forward, not keep you stationary. Psychologically, the truth is, the human brain prefers certainty over uncertainty. So even when the current situation is extremely unhealthy, toxic, the people, the places, things, whatever it may be, the brain will tell them, what if what's ahead is worse? So this is why you see people stay in toxic relationships, dead relationships, destructive friendships, dysfunctional families, unfulfilling careers. The brain confuses familiarity with safety. I believe it's called the status quo bias, where the brain prefers what's known to what's unknown. But your growth requires you to cross that psychological bridge, leaving the old identity you're familiar with to become the person you are called to be. That uncomfortable part is where transformation begins. You're no longer who you were before, but you have not yet become who you will be. And I know that space can feel very uncertain, very lonely, very challenging. I know. Stay the course. Spiritually, the bridge is where you're tested. Think of Abraham. God told him to leave everything familiar before revealing the destination. Go from your country, your people, and your father's house to a place which I will show you. In this case, the bridge was obedience. Even before understanding God's purpose, just move. Do it afraid, do it unsure, move. People of Israel, their wilderness was the bridge. It was never their destination. So God physically removed them from Egypt. It was their job now to remove Egypt from their hearts. So people would prefer familiar slavery to unfamiliar freedom. What about Peter walking on water? So the water itself was the bridge between faith and fear for him. So as long as Peter focused on Christ, not caring about the chaos around him or the things happening, he would have crossed a territory that would have seemed impossible. But the moment he focused on the circumstances around him, he began to sink. So faith will require you to cross a bridge you cannot see fully. So why do bridges feel painful, I hear you ask? It is because bridges require death. Yes, not necessarily physical death. It is death to your old beliefs, mindset, identity, attachments, coping mechanisms, the old version of yourself, the things that don't work. You let go of it. The old must die for the new to emerge. So what's the danger of refusing the bridge, I hear you ask? Emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually, the result is stagnation. When people refuse to cross and they force something that's meant to be temporary to become permanent, stagnation. So they become trapped in nostalgia, toxic situations, regret, fear, shame, bitterness, family dysfunction, get trapped in that difficult relationship. You know the marriage should have ended years ago, but you keep having babies to continuously trap your partner. And this goes both ways. The woman can make the pregnancy happen, the man can initiate it, force it to happen, whatever. So instead of asking God, show me the way, what do you want me to do, what should I do next? Ask, where's God leading me? You ask, well, how do I keep what I've already overgrown? Do you want to know the deepest revelation? The deepest revelation is sometimes the bridge isn't a place. Sometimes the bridge is you. Yes. God may use your experiences, your stories to heal people, to touch people, to help people. So people who are in despair, you bring them into hope. From addiction to freedom, from confusion to truth, from darkness to light.